Like even before is, you know, and I look at everything like building. And even when you're talking about building your own table, the first thing you do when you build something is you create the blueprints. You sit down and create these architectural drawings on what size the table am I building? How much weight can this table hold? You know, what color is the table? And I think that a lot of people, they just want to get to the point where you just go to the store and buy a table. So there's a difference between buying a table and building a table.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Oh, bro. So the difference is when you buy a table, you're pretty much taking on what somebody else is creating. You automatically just getting exactly, and you don't have no say-so in it. The only say-so you have in it is what you see that somebody else has done. And that's how some people are doing in their life. They just going around trying to buy a table as opposed to creating a table. And I think that's what everybody up on the stage has done. We didn't just go to the store and pay $3.99 or $500 for a table. We created our own table. And when you create a table, that's when nobody can take the table away from you.
Whether it's mental, physical, or emotional, we all benefit from more self-knowledge. Understanding your overall health is essential, and Oura Ring helps you discover how your body is working. Oura Ring delivers accurate, personalized health insights, all from a comfortable-to-wear ring. During the day, their advanced sensor technology tracks heart rate, calories burned, and activity levels. And at night, it monitors body temperature trends, sleep quality, respiratory rate, and more. You receive personalized data in the Oura app so you can work on building healthy habits for best life. I've used other products, but I've never seen my sleep habits tracked like this, right? How much REM, light and deep sleep, and my overall sleep efficiency. It even recommends the optimal time for my body to get adequate rest. My resting heart rate, a breakdown of my low, medium, and high activity, reminders to move hourly, and the list goes on and on. But my favorite is the readiness score. Based on my activity and sleep quality, the Oura Ring gives me a tangible number to represent how ready I am for each day. And it's kind of spooky, y'all. Like, it literally mirrors how I actually feel. The higher that score, the more ready, the more energy I generally have ready to face the day. The Oura Ring is easy to wear, water resistant, and comes in 2 styles and 5 colors to match your aesthetic. One small ring could make a world of difference in your health. Visit auraring.com/success to find the right ring for you and get $15 off your purchase. Again, that's OURARING, auraring.com/success. Don't forget to use our link to save $15 on your Oura Ring.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome back to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
With the brand new hoodie.
Come on.
I like it. I like the energy. Let's see. To my right, your left, we got Dr. King back in the building. Dr. King.
And I have a dream.
Man, I'm great, dog.
And Douglas. I'm not gonna lie, me and Douglas been putting up numbers the last few weeks. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Hey.
We got Craig Hodges and BJ
Oh,
Irvin.
come on. I thought it was the Splash Brothers. I just thought he had Clay had got hurt. That's all.
We got
Splash Brothers got hurt. I didn't know.
Bill Cartwright and Bill Whittington.
I see CJ back to grade his own paper. Right? He's back to grade his own paper. I love it. I love it. Hey, man. That's an A. I love it, dog.
The squad is back together. Yeah, and I know we say this a lot. I promise you I'm not complaining, but it ain't easy as you think to get the 4 horsemen in the building together at the same time. So, Carl, you see, look at Carl. He's rusty already. He ain't filed in a while. He's nervous. My mic. Man. All right. Let me know if that's good. So anyway, when we came in yesterday from LA, last night, flight got off to a bad start, didn't it?
Wow.
That sucker was rocking.
How would you know? You was asleep.
No. No, I was up. When the plane was rocking.
Bro, you was asleep.
Oh, I fell asleep during it rocking. I was like, all right, we gonna die.
You might as well be
We
sleeping.
go out like this.
Your friend looking like a CJ just
Oh, I knocked out.
best sleep his life.
Fear not. Be not dismayed.
We're not leaning into that. Water pot. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. It still needs to go up.
Is it C's?
Yeah. Is it on?
Keep going.
All right. But anyway, let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
Why do people look out the window when it's turbulence in the plane?
They want to see themselves about they want to see what's about to happen.
No, I'm saying, like, have you ever been on the plane and then, like, it start rocking?
Bro, no question.
Like,
oh, yeah. That's
like,
right.
be like, the bus out there.
I see exactly what's happening.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's control.
Okay, all right. So, got to do a recap. Of course, coming from the Grammys.
Yeah. Give it to me, bro. I was in Michigan.
I'm gonna be real.
I was in Michigan.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't thrilled. We lost. We did not win Best New Artist, but I believe we did win Best New Artist.
Absolutely.
So Toby made me come to LA, and I say that for real because y'all know I don't like leaving the house. But he was like, "Dog, you got to come."
I was proud of you too for that.
Yeah, no, and I went for a long time.
You did. You was gone for a few days.
Hey, Carl, can we put up on the screen right now CJ's outfits?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That Toby.
Oh yeah, no.
Real Hollywood,
Multiple.
No.
Oh, you in Hollywood?
No. I was.
Oh, let's go.
No. Listen, I'm gonna be real.
From GM to Hollywood?
Listen, no, you know what's crazy? Because I told Toby, he always like, you need to dress like this or what? I'm like, whatever, bro. I'm not wearing none of that stupid foolishness. I was like, you want me to wear that stupid stuff? You better get a Grammy or go to the Grammy. Well, time to cash the ticket. He was like, Toby literally brought an outfit for me every single day, and I just wore what he saw, including the 3/4 pants that he
you had
made me.
3/4 pants?
I did.
I didn't see him.
I did.
Wow.
I sent him, Larry, my old head mentor, guy that I loved to life.
Yeah.
I sent him the pic. He was like, man, I see the same thing happen to your pants that happened to me at a wedding in 78.
Wow.
They measured my pants wrong. They only came to my, I was like, oh yeah, for sure.
That's exactly what happened.
He was like, yeah, he said, man, I hate when that happens. So, Maul muted. What is going on?
I didn't even touch my thing, dog.
Okay, hold on, bro.
It's demonic.
Right.
It's demonic over here, y'all.
It
We
ain't
must got a
muted.
fire podcast.
It's not
that
even
we're about
muted.
to do.
Nah, bro.
We good now?
It was
Yeah.
so just sit it like on the bench or something. And E is good? What in the
yeah.
world?
He next.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
This is weird.
Welcome to another edition of the Secret Success Podcast.
I'm your host.
I'm
as
talking
always.
about tragic. We've been on the road. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to Korshan on the, what is that
the
called?
ones and twos.
the gimbal.
The gimbal.
The ones and twos.
So anyway, yeah, so definitely Hollywood, different outfit for every day. So I don't even, like, so much happened, like I don't even know where to start. But let's start with the fact that when I say we, not I, but we as a team, did get to meet Beyonce and Hov. So I ain't go up in there. I could have possibly, win it, but I was like, I ain't want to do too much. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna wait for the opportunity where it's done right. But anyway.
Say it one more time. I'm gonna wait for what?
The opportunity when it's the right time. Yeah. I don't want to, I'm just saying, I'm telling y'all know I'm a member of the Beehive, have been forever. Yeah. I could have okay, so let me explain the situation, first of all. Hov and Beyonce came to Toby and Fat performance on, I don't know what day this was. We had a performance. We
I keep
perform every
forgetting.
day.
He from Houston, she from Houston.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you remember we did the Ivy Park photo shoot too and never got to meet her.
Right.
And so after the show, they was like, yo, Beyonce and Jay-Z upstairs, like Toby and Fat just came off stage. They was like, they upstairs, let's go meet them or whatever. And DJ Khaled was up there, Wiz Khalifa, everybody was there.
Yeah, everybody was up there.
And so like, they were like in a section and they had security everywhere. And so they was rushing like Toby and Fat through there. And I was right there and I, obviously was credentialed enough to go anywhere. And I just stayed back, you know what I'm saying, and watched the interaction. But Hov was talking to Toby. Beyonce came right up to Fat and was like showing love and apologized for not being able to meet us at the Ivy Park thing. Like, oh man, so I thought that was cool because
no question.
I didn't even think she would remember.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whatever. But she was like, yo,
Wow, she seemed like that kind of person.
Yeah, she was super cool and showed Fat a lot of love. So Fat, of course, she was like, we can go home. You know what I'm saying? Fat was beaming. So that was crazy. We had performances every day. I'm gonna tell you what the craziest part was probably the Rock Nation brunch. And just because it was, I guess I ain't really know what to expect because I've seen the brunch before and it's obviously super exclusive and like they don't even tell you like where it is until like
2 minutes before.
Right, that type of deal, right? Yeah. And it was like on top of a mountain in a structure that they built. It wasn't at a house, like they literally built like imagine like a greenhouse looking thing. Right. And so we go to the Rock Nation brunch and I'm talking about, when I say he was the only black celebrity not there. And I'm dead serious. And anyway, we were there, and I thought it was crazy because like Candace kept texting me like, send me pictures and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, it's weird, but ain't nobody really pulling out their phone like that. Everybody just enjoying the moment, which was actually a surprise to me because that's kind of my thing. So I was like, man, so we was talking to people, whatever, and I told Candace, she was like, people acting Hollywood, and I was like, nah, not really, because everybody really Hollywood in here.
Absolutely.
Right, you ain't gotta
so it's like, you can't really big time nobody because you don't know who they are. Even if you don't know who they are, they somebody.
Right.
You know, so anyway, it was cool. And let me tell you something. You talk about levels, bro, I'm talking about nobody had their phone out. Nobody was taking pictures like that. Like, I mean, people were taking pictures, but it wasn't just like recording and, you know, that kind of stuff, you know? It was very just chill. Until Beyonce came in. Bro, I saw A-list celebrities who you know lose their doggone mind. Pulling their phone out, recording, security was slapping cameras out there. Dog, the whole vibe just changed, dog. Like somebody ran in, I don't know what my man was doing, he ain't had credentials or something. Security was like, get my man out of here. Bro, it was a production to move this woman 4 feet. I'm talking about 4 feet. It was like, dog, the entire energy of the room just shifted. And everybody's eyes was on Beyonce. And it was like, yo, this had to be what it was like when Michael Jackson was
no question.
Moving and shaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying, bro, I'm sitting here looking at Jay-Z and Babyface over here, and not that obviously they top of the top, but ain't nobody really falling out or like, I'm talking about A-list actresses, they telling like, put your phone down. They getting embarrassed trying to record it. You know what I mean? It was just different. And so, yeah, it was incredible.
I know it seems like January had just like 2 weeks in it, but we're still at the top of the year, and the best thing about a new year is that you have no idea what adventures are in store for you. But as we always say, you have to stay ready. Who knows, from new travel experiences to new jobs or picking up new skills, there's no better way to stay ready for this year than by learning a new language with Babbel. Babbel is the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, you can feel confident no matter where the new year takes you. Whether you're looking to learn the basics, or let's say have travel-related conversations, or just master a language, Babbel does it all. What opportunities await you or your business by just being able to communicate effectively in a different language? Your social media, your podcast, your business could all grow significantly just by learning a second language. The thing I love about Babbel is the fact that the lessons are really focused, right? It takes just about 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having real-life conversations in a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Other language learning apps use artificial intelligence for their lesson plans, but Babbel's lessons were created by over 150 language experts, and they were voiced by real native speakers and not computers. Their teaching method has been scientifically proven to be effective. With Babbel, you can choose from 14 different languages. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. There are so many ways to learn with Babbel. In addition to lessons, you can access podcasts, games, videos, stories, and even live classes. Plus, it comes with a 20-day money-back guarantee. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. Right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/success. That's babbel.com, babbel.com/success for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life.
I know you want to go keep with the Grammy, so maybe this could be a topic for the second one, but you said something that I don't want to skip by because it's so difficult.
What?
It's like being in that moment and saying that you're going to wait for it to be organic. You feel me? Because a lot of times, a lot of times people who follow, personal development, especially people, who follow our movement, it's like beast mode.
No.
It's like beast mode. Beast mode. It's like you got to be aggressive.
Any means necessary.
I got my one shot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying that's real because that's what they're taught. They are taught that.
Well, no, you're absolutely right. And it's a time and place for everything, but it also has to be somewhat necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, I don't know, like, just to be like, I said, what's up, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that that's gonna necessarily where I'm at in life do a lot for me.
Right.
I'm talking about not Beyonce. I definitely want to just acknowledge, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Beyonce. I felt myself getting too far.
Yeah.
Listen, I definitely would love to just, you know what I'm saying, one time acknowledge the queen. But I guess, you know, for me, like I said, you look at it and you like, whoa. And when you think about levels of celebrity, it's celebrities who people falling out over her. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was like, yo, that's like literally the top of the top. Right. You know, so anyway, the other thing I was gonna tell you.
But you made a decision though that this ain't the time.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
How do you do that though? Because it's like somebody would say it is the time.
I was gonna say, when else you gonna get this
because you in the room. Yeah. So somebody would be like, no, push your way.
No, I'm gonna tell you what he said a long time ago, and I take that to heart. He said, hustle till you no longer have to introduce yourself. And I was just like, bruh, like,
that was good.
Again, obviously, y'all know what, you know, we did and I did and he did for Toby and all of that. But in a setting like that, if they don't know who I am, you just somebody tailing behind a celebrity. So it's like, I'm like.
You did have one or two people come up to you. I was a witness.
Shout out.
And they were like, hey, CJ.
Man.
Real talk. He did have a couple people, no? Yeah, straight up.
The Z-Lit.
He had a couple.
Hey, but you meant the alphabet. Don't
Somebody
worry
did say,
hey, listen.
You that dude.
Shout out to the young lady who was like taking a picture. And some kind of way, her phone kept ringing. And her girlfriend was trying to take the picture like, all right, you know how people, and they messing up the photo, they like get nervous because they like, I'm taking too long. I said, oh, well, this is my only picture request of the day. Take your time. You're good. Go ahead. Yeah. You can take the call and then take the picture.
Yeah.
So,
see, I'm just saying, I know it's a science to it.
Yeah, no.
I want people to know
no, for sure. The science is, if it's not organic, I don't think you need to force it in a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and organic meaning? Organic meaning?
Organic meaning, like, I would have had to like push past security and explain that I was with them in order to just run up behind them and do what, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't necessary. So I was just like, you know what? As they went in there.
And I want to stop.
And Toby was mad at me because he was like, why you ain't coming there and meet Jay-Z? Right. I was like, I feel
but
bad.
When you say not necessary, again, all they know is beast mode.
Yep.
So you that close, you in there, you deserve
Well, okay,
it.
so beast mode for me was Toby and Fat meeting them. That actually moves the needle for us. So that's my beast mode is.
Move the needle.
Like I told y'all, that's how I know people ain't really a team. Like, them meeting Beyonce and Ho was
that's
me
the win.
Like I told y'all about E before. People used to be like, oh, you don't, two man, da da da. I'm like, when E signed the autograph, I'm signing the autograph.
We all win.
If he taking a picture, I'm taking it, like, this is a team win for real. Like, I don't have no individual ego tied up in it. So Toby and Fat actually needed to meet them. Like, obviously, where we trying to go, build the relationship, that whole nine.
Fat did say, I'm gonna know Beyonce on a first name basis.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. But that's another great point too. I think a lot of times people, they so quick to go beast mode because they not doing what it takes in life to move the needle, like moving forward. Like, this is your only chance. I'm gonna never be in this room again because I ain't putting in the work. But it was something in the air when we were talking and we were all together. Even when Toby didn't win the Grammy, right? We were all sitting back. And it was almost kind of like we gonna be here again. Yeah. It was kind of not even that we gonna be here again, but
the work is gone.
The work is done. Happens.
Yeah,
once
the work
you put
is
in
done.
It's a math equation.
Yeah, that's
Once
it.
you put in the work,
that's it.
Doors automatically.
No
so
question.
it was like nobody ever thought, and you know, going back to C's point, nobody ever thought that this is the last time we'll ever be in front of Jay-Z, last time be in front of Beyonce.
Yeah,
it was kind of like this is the beginning. This is the beginning.
This is gonna be the environment because Toby is in music. It's gonna be the environment.
So the other thing I want to add too, though, when you think about the opportunity, beast mode is, here's my product, there's an opportunity for me to get something with this product, which makes sense for Toby. This is my product. I'm a musician. I'm in the space with musicians, so I need to connect. You see what I'm saying? You got to know the arena that you're in. So if I'm in there and I'm a best car salesman, like, what is the point of me connecting with Jay-Z and Beyonce as a car salesman?
Bro, I had a chance to go on the red carpet. And then I was like, it was like, I'm gonna fall back here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, that wasn't, it was my moment to be there for them, not my moment to be there for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's always been the case. Like, it's been times with E that you want to go on this private plane with this person? Like, nah, that's y'all do that, and I'm gonna do what I do best. You know what I'm saying?
C keeps that same energy though. I'm gonna give him credit. Now I know I talk about him. He got that same energy when we hold conferences, right? And then now we got the Tabitha Browns and we got the other people and everybody running in the back to go be next to him and take a picture in the green room and stuff like that. But he was that same way, like, all right, cool. In our conferences, this is what we do, this is how we are, but now we're in their arena.
Right.
Yeah. We're not about to be them people
And,
behind stage.
Let
them be.
It just, and I'm gonna be real.
That's real.
Yeah, it was incredible just being in there and watching. And this is, we at the Rock Nation brunch, and anybody else who was there, you can attest. Besides like Jay-Z and them, Beyonce, Toby and Fat was like, I'm talking about maybe the most in demand for a pick, people in that joint. And so it was just crazy to watch like celebrities like, Miguel, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like big celebrities and musicians and entertainers just acknowledge like, yo, what y'all are doing is fantastic. And they all pointed back to like, yo, y'all family, the way y'all, always together, stuff like that. So that was really cool to watch, and a great experience. Shout out to everybody that was there and everybody who's never been. I didn't think I was going. At one point, I didn't have a ticket. I'm not a big enough celebrity at all to get a ticket, and that thing was on lockdown, but I guess...
Hey, how's the experience in the room different from watching on TV? Like, I always wondered that.
Oh, during the Grammys?
Yeah.
Oh, so then, of course, we go through all of this. I'll go, let me progress. So then, bro, we running, like, when I tell you our schedule was crazy, I'm talking about from morning to night. We interviews, performances, meetings, agents, Hollywood, like, we going all day, every day. And it was finally time to go to the Grammys, and we got the video, but I go to get on the Sprinter to head to the red carpet, this clown sitting in there. I had no idea. Like, I guess when y'all was in Houston, I didn't go a couple weeks ago, I guess they had planned it out.
Well, I gotta give you the backstory now. Toby.
I didn't know.
Toby hit me up and was just like, man, CJ all nervous, man. Man, CJ. Oh, bro, he was just, really? See, no, it ain't no cap now.
No cap.
C really
Nervous
is.
about what?
When it comes to, C can get on the stage in front of thousands of people when he's speaking and be perfectly fine.
When it's his children. When it's his children.
But when it's somebody else, I done seen Toby got 5,000-7,000 people, and C can't even enjoy himself at the concert because he's just making sure everything. I done seen E on the stage, and it's just a different environment, and CJ just like losing his mind, making sure he goes into. I done seen myself on the stage speaking, looking at C on the corner over here sweating bullets, just like, all right, is he gonna hit the joke? Is he gonna? So he just, when it comes to other people,
Who does he sweat the most for when he's watching?
I would have to say Toby.
Right.
Just because Toby got is so many parts, the music, the dancers. When we speak, it's just us. You know what I'm saying? But Toby got a lot of moving parts, man. It's a lot of moving parts. And I've never seen him just sit back and like enjoy it. He's sitting back, making sure everything is clicking, everything is going.
And so then, that's a good point. And some kind of way, people think that that's a good time to talk to me. And I'm like, man, I can't hold because they think you're not lit. Like, even if y'all speaking, like, I might just be in the back, like, whatever. But I'm like, I'm actually listening.
Right.
I want you to take a moment and think about someone who has changed your life for the better. How incredible would it be if your company could find more of those life-changing people right when you needed them? If you're hiring, you need Indeed. Indeed is the hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates with the right skills when you can do it all with Indeed. Find top talent fast with Indeed's suite of powerful hiring tools like Indeed Instant Match, assessments, and virtual interviews. You hit waiting? Indeed's US data shows over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job. The thing that I love about Indeed is that it makes hiring all in one place so easy because it has the instant match, right? So as soon as you sponsor a post, you get a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed already match your job description, and you can invite them to apply right away. Indeed does the hard work for you. Sponsor a job, and boom, Instant Match shows you candidates whose resumes on Indeed fit the job descriptions. Like, think about that, right? Immediately after you post. So with Instant Match, you can start hiring fast. Join over 3 million businesses worldwide using Indeed to hire great talent fast. Indeed knows when you're growing your own business, you have to make every dollar count. That's why with Indeed, you only pay for quality applications that match your must-have job requirements. Indeed knows that finding people with the right skills makes all the difference when you're hiring a team of one. Indeed knows hiring needs to be cost-effective when you're running your own business. Indeed knows that when you're doing everything for your company, you can't afford to overspend on hiring. Visit Indeed.com/success to start hiring now. Again, go to Indeed.com/success to start hiring now. Terms and conditions apply. Cost per application pricing not available for everyone. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
People be like, hey, see, I wanted to, tell you about my album. I'm like, bro, if you don't get the hell out of my face.
Right, at this point.
So, yeah, but Maul was in the Sprinter, so that was dope because then we ended up all rolling out to the Grammys together. Tubby and Fat on the red carpet, killing, talking Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood.
I saw the interview with Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah,
that's the one for me.
Yeah, he like, hold up, nah.
That wasn't an interview, that was a prophecy.
Yeah, that was
My man hit him with a prophecy.
Oh, that right there.
He kind of laid his hands on him.
I'm like, you talking to Grandmaster Flash?
Yeah.
Like,
bro.
I feel you on Beyonce, but that's Grandmaster Flash. Right? You know what I'm saying? On the wheels of steel, he's
100%.
reckless. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was big.
And then we got all the way to the moment. Best new artist, I thought we was gonna win. Yeah. And
I stayed up the whole night.
I sure did.
And I never watched the Grammy.
I sure did.
And it was like 11:30.
Yeah, no, it was late.
The news had passed.
Bro.
I'm like, the news is passed.
Bro, it was, and I'm talking about, I put my head down like, come on. It seemed like it took forever for them to actually read it.
Because they had said on TV, they said that whoever the young lady was that won last year, she was up next. And then she didn't come up. Two different commercials, she didn't come up. Yeah, nope, so I don't know if y'all saw that part.
C was back there, man. C had his head down. He was praying.
Bro, I was like, come on, man.
I was praying to God, like, man, not to bless Toby, but to bless C.
Right.
Because my man was praying so hard, dog.
Oh, no,
I'm like,
was
come
nervous.
on, Lord, like, come on.
I was nervous, and then we didn't.
But God already had told me, man, in the middle of the prayer, it was just like, man, even when you lose, you win. And so this was
what I'm saying,
example. He didn't lose. Nothing about that week was a loss.
Oh, absolutely not. And everybody won. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody faces up there.
Sound like the participation trophy parents. Don't worry, everybody gets a trophy. Everybody won, honey. Don't worry about the scoreboard.
I'm just saying.
Damn that. I wanted to win.
Yeah.
I wanted the trophy.
Yeah.
I wanted to pour some champagne in the Grammy and drink it out the Grammy.
It's coming. It's coming. Maybe Marvin would have came now. Yeah. We would have been too comfortable.
I'm a sore loser, dog. No, I was hot. I ain't gonna lie, I was hot.
Oh, I went to bed. That's all I was waiting for.
Yeah, you would just go to bed.
Yeah, but I will say this. You got your picture up. They drop a piece of your song up.
Yep.
So the world is introduced to you.
Yeah.
So there's no way you lost because exposure-wise and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like you said, he'll be back to whatever single, album of the year. Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, it was incredible, man, and I'm super proud of Toby and Fat. And let me tell you something, I said this the other day. Fat might be more famous than Toby at this point. Wow. I'm talking about, bro, when we was out, I'm talking about, if not just as many people, like trying to get to her. And
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, G-Rap. Shout out to G-Rap.
The G-Rap is in the
right
house.
down the street. So, man, incredible week. Only thing that could have made it better is my wife being with me, but unfortunately,
you know what I'm saying? Come on, Don, don't act like
my other work wife was there. I got two work wives.
I had to come and make sure that my man was okay.
Yeah.
I need y'all to hear this. This is what real friendship is about. I literally hopped on a plane to go fly to LA for one day.
Praise God.
Yep.
Come right back.
For one day,
God brought you here for a reason.
Bro, I'm talking about.
I promise you.
Just for one day, just to make sure that he was good.
Bro.
And it was the thing too, man. It was like, you know, I had told C, like, I know C was already supporting. Man, who y'all got supporting you, right? I know that C was there supporting Toby.
Yep.
But what people don't realize is that, you know, without C, there possibly would have been a Toby.
No question.
And so it's kind of like, no, like,
ain't no possibly.
Right, what I'm just saying. You know, hey, God still have ways of making things happen.
No.
But I'm just saying, but who? So I felt like in this moment, he needed support.
Absolutely.
Like, bro, this is your, I wanted, and I had to let him know, like, bro, this is your moment too.
Oh, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, this your moment, bro, and I need to be here. Toby, Fat, they doing their thing, they supporting each other, everybody. But it's like he up in the background just, and it's like, bro, I needed you to know, like, dog, like, we celebrating you too right now. Like, this is because of you. So me and C was in the Grammys, and we just sitting back, and I know he had so many things going through his mind, like, bro, y'all was in a car together. Y'all was in a car. Rap Man at that video that you got.
And that's all I was thinking about while I was at the Grammys. That's literally
in the car, bro.
Replaying through my mind.
How many years? That's what, 6, 7?
What was that, 2000?
No, that was before Trey was born.
Yeah.
Trey's 9.
Yeah, so I was gonna say 2010, 2012.
Yeah. I mean, that part was unreal. Like, to think that, okay, we know E #1 in the world, and now to watch Toby literally, like, it doesn't get any bigger than that. We at the Grammys, like, literally, like, he talking to Stevie Wonder, and you know, like,
and you know the difference I heard other people. I was just watching other celebrities and people, you know, just when they was on the red carpet, people were going up to other celebrities, just like, man, can I take a picture? Like, hey, oh my God, is this person? With Toby and Fat, it was always like, man, respect what you do for the culture. Respect what you do. It's a different kind of.
It's a different philosophy.
Yeah, it's a whole different philosophy.
It's a different philosophy, bro.
So, with that being said, I want to move into apparently. So me and Eben, last few episodes, kind of talking about building the table and all of that, and I know y'all heard it, and then somebody hit me, was like, yo, y'all said enough about like building the table and telling us we need to. They like, we need more practical steps.
I got you.
And I was like, oh, okay, like, I'm not tripping. Like, that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Now, you should be in the UOU
Summit.
That's
where you're going to get the real heat from.
But, you know, kind of like talk about that process. You know what I'm saying? And as we, again, you juxtapose sitting in the car, freestyling, playing around, whatever, to the Grammys, like, what does that look like to build your own table? And I'll kick it off. And, you know, it's funny, man, like, somebody was asking me, like, yo, what are you trying to, like, what do you want your kids to ultimately, like, be like? And I was like, obviously, love for God is #1. But #2, I was like, yo, I just want my kids to be confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like confidence, when you look at the people, like, and as I'm watching Jay-Z, you just see an air of confidence around my man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bump the celebrity. It's like, you see somebody who's sure of themselves. And I think that in order to start building your table, you need to become confident in who you are and okay with that because of what's going to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that if we weren't as confident as we were as a team, Carl mom chirping in his ear, my mom chirping in my ear, E-mom, like, our own mothers, right? Like, just from the 3 of us at the time, all 3 thought we were absolutely crazy and did not agree with what we were doing. Wow. Like, I want you to hear what we're saying. I'm not talking about my cousin was like, you crazy. Carl mama was like, have you lost your mind? You got a doggone master's. What are you doing?
Biology.
I was the first one in my family to go to college. Like, literally to go, now I'm talking about period. Graduate, master's degree. What are you doing? E, leaving a job where you got insurance, 401k, benefits.
Benefits is a devil.
Benefits.
It's a trick of the devil. Benefits.
You got benefits.
Trick of the devil.
E, mama and his wife was unsure. I think it was the confidence, not in that what we were going to do was going to be #1 in the world, but the confidence in ourselves and the confidence that we had in one another that allowed us to stand. Like, I'm just telling you. So as we work backwards from me yelling at y'all and telling you, you have to build your own table, and it's not because I'm mean and I don't want to help you get to a certain spot or I don't think there's any more room at our table. There is room at our table. But do you know the level you got to be at to get to that table now? I'm just saying. Like, there's a level that you have to be at. And so the first level, in my opinion, I'm gonna pass the rock and y'all go wherever y'all want to take it. But for me, the first level in you actually building your table is going to come from self-confidence, from yourself, and believing that the gifts that God gave you are just as spectacular as any gifts that he gave anybody else, and you truly feeling in your heart that you deserve to be on that level. So
I'm gonna go, the next step for me would be clarity. Like, man, I'm telling you, I don't go out. See, you took me back to the experience. I remember the first time we went into, I don't even remember what school it was, an elementary school, and I heard E speak. No camera, nothing. Like, I'm just starting to hang with y'all, and I'm sitting there like, what just happened in that room? Like, bro, he on the floor with these little babies, and the baby's getting some out of it. He doing nursery rhymes, but I'm looking at the teachers in the room, and they're getting notes and stuff, and I'm like, yo. In my heart, I was like, this cannot die in this room. C was clear in our vision, like, yo, I don't know what it is, but this has to go out. The people got to get this. Like this, like we just 30 little kids in a room, a couple teachers. Like, bro, we are 100% clear that the world has to get this. Yeah. That was the one thing we were clear on. So we knew E's role, we knew C's role. It's like, okay, Carl, what are you gonna do? Again, here's the vision. Like, yo, I have to figure out how to get this to the world. So that single fact, and y'all know me, I didn't have the confidence, right? Now, if I had it, see, oh, bruh, it would have been ugly. Just to be real, it would have been ugly.
Yeah.
But I had default confidence.
Yeah.
Clarity thing, and that's another part. We obviously got to talk about the team, the environment, all that. But the clarity thing made it so simple for me. It's like, yo, I don't care what you do. You got to figure out how to capture this. You got to figure out how to repurpose it. You got to figure out how to get this in front of people. And again, you talk about timing. YouTube is just coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media is just growing. Yep. I'm like, all right, I'm just graduating from school. See, all of a sudden, Carl's ability to learn is something special. Oh, yo, I'm going to go learn how to do this part. But it all came from being clear on this got to get to the world. Yeah. So I'm saying you got to get clarity. Whatever your gift is, you got whatever your mission is, whatever. Like I'm saying, you got to stop. You preached it. You got to stop whatever you're doing right now. And what was the word you used? Cry out.
You got to cry out.
You got to cry. Like stop everything you're doing right now. Cry out. Go to God. However you feel like.
Oh, come on, dog. Hold on, man. Don't be getting him wrestling me on stage, dog. You got. He over here like, Mo, wrestling me. And we got to talk about that too, man. We got to get that on camera.
Like until you get that, like man, for real. Like I want people to understand what I'm saying. It sounds cliche, but how the heck you gonna get there if you don't know where you're going? And y'all hear this over and over, but you need to have some clear direction. Like, yo, the direction can evolve.
100%.
It can, and it will evolve. Let me say that it will evolve. But you got to start by saying, yo, I'm going south. I'm trying to get to Sunshine. I know that. So let me jump on a highway that I know says 69 south, whatever 94. I'm going
that's good,
there.
Man, because people like. Again, I'm glad you said the point that it's gonna change and it's gonna evolve, but it's like, yo, people sit back and they wanna see, like imagine putting something in your GPS and then it's like, all right, we going to the restaurant down there and it's like, I can't see it, so I'm not gonna go.
I'm not gonna go. Yeah.
You gotta get out to the road first.
Yep.
Then you gotta hit Saginaw. Then you gotta go down to the mall, make a left. You know what I'm saying? Like there are steps that lead up to getting to where you want to be, and you're not going to get there unless you're clear on where you're supposed to be going, and then head out the door. Now, you might find that the road is blocked. You're not going to find out that you need to detour from couch.
Where you at, right.
So that's good.
Yeah, I would just say, like, even before is, and I look at everything like building. And even when you're talking about building your own table, the first thing you do when you build something is you create the blueprints. You sit down and create these architectural drawings on what size of table am I building? How much weight can this table hold? What color is the table? And I think that a lot of people, they just want to get to the point where you just go to the store and buy a table. So there's a difference between buying a table and building a table.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Oh, bro. So the difference is when you buy a table, you're pretty much taking on what somebody else has created. You automatically just getting exactly, and you don't have no say-so in it. The only say-so you have in it is what you see that somebody else has done. And that's how some people are doing in their life. They just going around trying to buy a table as opposed to creating a table. And I think that's what everybody up on the stage has done. We didn't just go to the store and pay $3.99 or $500 for a table. We created our own table. And when you create a table, that's when nobody can take the table away from you. When you create a table, that's when if something happens to the table, you're able to recreate that. You're able to fix it. Why? Because you're the architect of that table. And I think that's what people missing on it. And a lot of times with us, when we've created our tables, you know, we were the ones to determine how many people consider the table. Because we created the table. But a lot of people that buy tables, maybe it's only a two-seater. It's a table for two. You know, so your table can only hold two, and so you miss. So I think for me, it's what's the blueprint that you designed? Like when I created the tables of, you know, before I even got with these guys, I'm just thinking about real estate. You know, I designed a table that can hold multiple people at that table, that can come into my life, or I can remove people. See, when you own the table, you can do what you want to do with it.
That part.
You could bring people to your table, and you could remove people from your table. But when you renting tables, when you go on, what's that rental place where people used to buy?
Rent-A-Center.
Rent-A-Center. When you
There was one other too.
Big screen TV, $2.99 a week.
They coming back
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no doubt.
I had one for the Super Bowl.
So like, what kind of table are you creating? Like really, you know, before, even when you get into confidence and all of these things, and some of these things are necessary to even, you know, design. What they're saying is important to design the table, right? You got that confidence to know that you could even create your own table. But once you got that confidence, now it's like, bruh, what type of table am I creating? You know, and how much, like, C always talk about flexibility. You know, whenever he's creating something, he's always talking about, he give example of the bridge. And, you know, you want to have a little, what is that? Little sway in it. Just to get, when you're creating your table, how much sway do you have in that table?
What material?
What material? Like, how much sway do you have in there? But that's all part of the blueprints. You can't create the table and then put the sway in it after it's done. You have to know beforehand in the beginning how much sway you're going to have in there and how much weight it's going to hold. So I would say with that, man, sit down, take this time. You know, we've been talking about this since 2018. That's already 2023. How much time? The reason why you don't have that table created is because you never sat down and literally created these blueprints. So I would say, man, create the blueprints on the type of table that you're going to create. Not the type of table that you're going to buy from Rent-A-Center, but the one that you're going to create.
Yeah, and sometimes, Maul, that's complicated. So get with somebody who has created. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know for some of y'all listen to Maul, you like, man, that just seemed like it's so much. It is. So just connect with somebody who has built a table and let them like show you that model. But I'm gonna say this to you, see, you know, even as you're talking about this, man, like just being an OG, it's like, this is a tough conversation for me to have. And it's like, my heart really bleeds because we got to talk about how to build your own table. You know what I'm saying? Like the majority of us that's listening to this, you're listening and you're asking, see, because you haven't built your own table and you don't know how, you know, and it's sad, not sad, you know, that you ain't built your table, but sad that we haven't put the type of energy in to say, yo, I'm gonna build my own table. It's like when I look at my people, it's like we either give up, you know, or we give in, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think the first thing before we do any of this is you gotta have a desire to build a table. You know, and a lot of y'all, you lost your desire. You know, you let life and life challenges punk you. And man, I heard somebody say something, oh man, she gonna kill me. At our post office. She's the manager of the post office here. And she was saying, man, she said yesterday, man, it just warmed my heart. She was like, you know, she was 3 years old when she started getting abused. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I got abused. They locked me up in the house. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I went through a lot. And she said, I ended up becoming you know, an alcoholic. It's just a lot of drug abuse or whatever. And so she was like, yo, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Like, I hated God for a while.
Nothing not
Huh?
Nothing not drank. Right. I'm sorry.
No.
I had to. I had to.
Yeah, you have
I'm
to
talking about he was right by the rim. I could not.
Y'all have to see the video so y'all can get it. But she said something more I'd never heard before. Yeah. She said she was pissed at God at first because how could he let this happen to a 3-year-old? You know, but she said when she got older, she realized, you know, it don't matter what you're going through, stand on your feet while you're going through it. And she tell people all the time when they ask, well, how in the world am I supposed to get through this? She said on your own 2 feet. Like you're gonna get through it by standing, not by laying down. You're not gonna get through this by crying and whining and moping. You're gonna get through this on your own.
And how much of that do you think, and remember where you're going with that, but I just have to ask this question, like people getting punked and like, getting down and stuff, how much do you think is comparison where you think, what make you think this not part of the process?
Absolutely, bro.
Like I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like who told you that this isn't part of it?
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Toby from there to the Grammy. It wasn't just like, right. It was a lot of me about to choke him out. It was a lot of Fat being mad at me and didn't like me. It was a lot of trying to basically just tell him, you're done. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get it together. But like there was challenges. There was relationship challenges.
Relationships.
Bro, there's business challenges. There's making money. There's losing money. There's falling down. There's, getting taken advantage of. There's lawsuits. There's people stealing. There's all of that is part of the process. Yeah. Like every single piece of that. Like, so I think like when people get knocked down, I keep going back to what Jeremy said, don't be so conceited in your sin. Don't be so conceited in your problems. Like you think you're the only one who, on your road to that had something going? We talked about E. Bro, you had to go to the hospital not that long ago. Like, bro, like our stuff, like just because we not up here highlighting, maybe we need to do that. Maybe we just need to take 4 pods in a row and just be like, here they go. Yeah. I'm just saying, here they go. Here go Carl being pissed at me. Yeah. Here go, this is what happened when me and Carl got into it. This is what happened when me and E, like maybe that will help you understand that the road to success really is not like that. But I think it's almost like, it almost sounds like when people say like money ain't everything, and then people without money be like, that's what you think. Oh yeah, it's easy for you to say. Yeah. It's almost like the same thing with success. It's like, when they see you successful, it's like, oh, well, sure, because you didn't have to.
Right.
It's like, wait, hold up, what? Like, and so maybe we
and still have
when
to.
When you said that, it just hit me because I'm like, you laying on the ground playing dead. Get up. First of all, get up.
Stand on your feet.
And understand that it's a part of the process. Oh, I got anxiety. Okay, me too. Do it anyway. Like, there are things, and again, I say this to say, stop putting us on a pedestal. And I mean us, I'm saying anybody who you look at and you put them on a pedestal like, oh, I bet she never has to wake up with feeling like, man, like this could, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, everybody has those feelings. Yeah. The difference is some of us just do it anyway. And so, E, to your point, I didn't mean to cut you off. But
no, it's right there.
I think people think that this is not a part of the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I started a business and went bankrupt. Yup. Been there. You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. Next. Oh, my wife, my wife's stressed out too. She didn't like her job. Yup. You know what I'm saying? Thank God we never had no divorce issues, nothing like that. But you're not the first to go through that and still be successful. And so I want you to stop being so conceited in your problems.
Yeah, and so he said, I'm sorry, Carl, go for it.
No. I was going, E, I'm about to introduce Rochelle. So the reason I'm going to introduce Rochelle here, and Rochelle's sponsoring this episode, but the reason I'm introducing her is because her whole business started with a real big problem. All right? So listen to what I'm saying. And I'll tell you, the best businesses, the best inventions, the best products actually come from personal experience. So her program is called Sugar Ain't Sweet. Sugar Ain't Sweet. And the reason Rochelle has this program is because literally she had to rush her husband, Pops. Y'all know Pops. She had to rush him to the hospital, bruh, almost in a diabetic coma. Like, I want y'all to think about this. We talking about problems, somebody having real life problems. Diabetic, almost, the actual thing is called diabetic ketoacidosis, the condition he had. And it's a point where your blood sugar level is so high, bro, like your body's like, we through. So I want y'all to understand, this is a real problem that she's going through. And from that, she's created a masterclass that is literally now helping people. So in the hospital, they got him stabilized, and they told him literally, you will be on this medication for the rest of your life. You will have to take these pills every single day for the rest of your life. And Rochelle is like, nah, that ain't it. Bruh, and again, y'all got to understand, when we talk about clarity, Rochelle has been into health her whole life. From the time she met her, she came into BU, but that's all she was on. And Rochelle used her experience with this to get her husband off the medication in 8 days. Wow. 8 days. 8 days. You're going to be on this for the rest of your life. 8 days. 8 days. 90 days later, he lost 50 pounds. Listen to what I'm telling y'all, 50 pounds, 8 days off the medication. I'm saying there's so many people out there, and I'm saying, I don't know why we don't talk about this kind of stuff, but these diseases are preventable. Diabetes, hypertension, like they're preventable. This ain't no life sentence, right? We talk to Sean all the time. Like, yo, these things are diet. These are exercise. Like, these are the things that help you. So listen, Rochelle created a plan that gets us, I'm talking about like thousands of other people have gone through the Sugar Ain't Sweet Masterclass. And now I'm telling you guys, I'm bringing it to you. So if you or someone that you love, I'm gonna read these for y'all so I don't mess them up. How to reverse your diagnosis of preventable illnesses like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol to live medication-free. If you're trying to figure out how to take control of your body and overcome joint pain in your knees, hips, ankles, and back. How to reestablish your relationship with food in order to lose weight. Heal your body at the same time. And how to increase your energy and activity in your daily life. Join the free masterclass, guys, by going to sasmasterclass.com/S2S. One more time, SAS, like sugar ain't sweet, sasmasterclass.com/S2S. And listen, y'all, Rochelle is fam. So she's like, look, because y'all rocking with us, I'm going to throw a free book in there, free book, all right? I'm going to put the QR code up on here, but the book is called The Reset, which shows you how to be healed from a cellular level, right? The foods that you eat, all that. So again, scan the QR code, get the free ebook. Cellular level. But go to sasmasterclass.com/S2S. I need that joint, boy. Yeah. Oh, that's what I said. That's not a joint.
No, it's there, Ma. What she said last night in the UOU summit, bro, man, the stuff she said yesterday was like incredible. But, you know, see what I was just saying, man, was like, yo, I really feel bad because it's real, y'all. Like, tables are real. And if you watch the internet, you see so many people in this generation creating their own tables. Like, bro, I grew up, Ford, GM, or Chrysler, bro. My grandfather and Gary, steel mill. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you couldn't.
Those are preset tables.
Yeah, bro, preset tables, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these kids now, bro, they got opportunity. That's why my heart bleeds. So when I think of Tobe, I just want to give y'all three things, right? Now, C said it, Carl said it. I got to give you this one before I give you the three, but I think one of the things that we need to understand is that blessings and battles are both a blessing. Like, you got to listen to my sermon on that.
Say that again.
Yeah, you got to listen to my sermon I just did this past weekend on that. Blessings and battles are both blessings. And you, like C said, you got to understand that there are just certain things that have to take place, wins and losses. Like, you think about Tom Brady, who's one of the best, if not the best, football player in terms of accomplishments anyway. My man wasn't even about to get drafted, you know. That's what, bro, if he would have got drafted like #1 and started somewhere, he probably wouldn't even been that dope. He wouldn't even been that dope, bro. If the Pistons hadn't pissed MJ off, he probably wouldn't have won 6. If MJ would have won his first or second year, bro, he probably wouldn't have been who he was. It was the Pistons. It was losing to Boston. You know, it was them beating downs that he was getting. That's what drove my man into the weight room. That's what made him crazy. That's what made him psycho, is that he was like...
Who was beating him down?
The Pistons. Yeah.
Detroit?
Yeah. And so he found a way, though. You know what I'm saying? He found a way to, you know what I'm saying, to get strong and get past that. And a lot of you, one of the things I want you to pray for...
Stay focused, Steve. Stay focused, Steve.
No.
Stay focused.
What I want y'all to pray for is your mental toughness, because all y'all chasing money. I'm just trying to tell y'all, if money was everything, I tell you to go get it. It's mental tough. I was talking to my wife this morning for worship, where she was on the prayer line, talking to the prayer line, and she was telling them, she's like, yo, I got MS. Like, even though I can walk and move, she like, some days my knees hurt, whatever. She's like, but I still came in yesterday and put in 8 hours. Why? Because nobody told me that my knees was always going to be great. But she said, my body might have MS, but my mind don't got MS. It's like, my mind don't got MS. So I'm up here putting in 8. When she was here from 9 to 9, working. Like, she didn't take no break. So yeah, she got MS, but mentally she don't got MS. And for a lot of you, you know, mentally, you're not ready to build a table. And there's a mentality.
Why? But why? What do you think it is? Because I think everybody wants that next level.
No question.
Everybody wants, you know what I'm saying? Like, like everybody wants to be able to put their child in the school that they want them to go to. Everybody wants to be able to buy the car that they want or the home that they want or live the kind of life or go on the type of vacations or sit in first class or ride in a private. Like, people have aspirations. When you say mentality, right? Like, the want is there.
Yeah.
What?
I just don't, I'm going to be honest with you, see, I think the school system has done a terrible job, like globally, because nobody wants to teach adversity. Everybody want to teach IQ. Like, yo, all schools talk about is IQ.
In all fairness, y'all did just give out participation trophies. Y'all not trying to let Toby go through adversity because you told him he won.
No,
I told him he lost.
Yeah, no, he won.
Not next year, we coming back with the trophy.
He won.
Y'all got Toby thinking he won.
No, he won. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, he did win in his right. He won. He made it on that list. 8 billion other people didn't even make it on the list, Ma. He made it on the list. But I'm just saying, we teach IQ in schools. We don't teach emotional intelligence, which is important, right? He said he wanted his kids to learn confidence. Ain't no confidence course. Man. I ain't never took no course in college on confidence. I ain't never took a confidence 101.
Yeah.
No, all they want to measure is IQ.
Self-esteem 101.
That's self-awareness 101.
I don't care how smart you are, bro. You ain't got no confidence in self-esteem.
It's gonna kill you.
You ain't going nowhere.
And then you got the adversity quotient, which is the ability to bounce back, the resiliency. Now, I do think, certain environments you grow up in, if you pay attention, I think if you grow up in the Midwest, you got a better chance. You know what I'm saying? But I think for whatever reason, bro, like, we teach, don't go through nothing in life. And then we raise our kids to be soft. Like, and we don't mean no harm, but it's like, we don't want them to go through nothing. And it's like, yo, bro, a lot of why we are where we are is because what we went through, and so we can't lie to our kids. I was talking to my wife, and I told my wife, I was like, yo, flat out, like, I'm talking to Jalen about everything. And she's like, you talking about, I said, bro, I don't need no image for my son. My son needs to know who we are. He needs to know who his grandparents were. He needs to know who his uncles are, his great uncles. Anybody I know, and all of the quirks we have, bro, you need to know, bro. I'm not about to sit here and try to make you think we growing up in the Huxtables, bro. Like, these are the addictions that we have. We are addicts, period. So I'm trying to tell you, don't do this and don't do this and don't do that. And I'm not telling you because I don't want you to socialize and I want you to know we can't handle alcohol, bro. We have an addictive behavior. It's just some stuff we can't do it because they could do it. We got a different brand of sin, and you need to know our sin. I don't need my son to know about my journey to the Nobel Prize and my whatever. And so I feel like, the schools have done a terrible job. Parents do a terrible job. I used to tell my wife this all the time when I used to get on my son. Sweetheart, if I thought Jalen was going to grow up in a world that treat him the way you treat him,
leave him alone.
Bruh, I wouldn't say nothing to my man. But they not about to treat him the way you treat them. The way you acting at the crib and the way you talking and stuff, he about to get set up for failure. When he go out there, he ain't going to be first when he go out there. And he ain't going to eat first. Listen to me. He ain't going to eat first. He ain't going to get the best portion of the meal. He not. And so the best thing that ever happened to my son, while my wife questioned it, was him being a manager at Michigan State basketball. That was the best thing for him, not to be the ball player, Ma. To have to go and buy a meal for the select, you feel me? To walk through the stadiums and everybody calling out the names of so-and-so and they not calling out your name. Why? Because that's what the world gonna look like. That's what it's gonna look like. And let's keep it 1,000. If you play sports, it's gonna look like that for you at some point too. Yeah. Everybody ain't LeBron. Everybody ain't Jordan. 80% probably of all athletes, don't nobody even know who they are once they leave the league. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. If you ask when LeBron was with the Cleveland Cavs, who was on the squad other than Love, maybe, and Kyrie, you probably don't know. The average person don't know. The average person don't probably know who Love is. To be honest, if you're not. And so we got to do a better job.
Booby Gibson.
That's the only one I was thinking about. Booby Gibson. I can't think of.
I don't even know that he was on that team with Kevin Love.
I don't know.
I think that was the first.
You feel what I'm saying? So, but I do want to say this real quick. Here are the three things I thought about when I thought about Toad. And this is why my heart bleeds. Because I was naive to believe when I first gave my life to Christ that all you needed was a blessing. Bro, that's I just thought, bro, like, God's gonna bless us, and once God bless us, we're gonna be tight work. Like, I was just telling everybody, come to church, you know, give your life to Christ, go to school, figure out your trade, whatever. Just get a blessing. And what I realized—
What does that mean, though, get a blessing? Like,
I just felt like God was going— No. I just felt like God, like for me, I just felt like, yo, when I came to Michigan State, God was gonna put y'all in my life. I just figured I was gonna get a degree, and it was gonna open up doors for me. I just figured I'd get there, and I'm gonna start this program, and the program, I didn't know the name of it, but Advantage, and it was gonna blow up, and it was gonna help thousands of kids. Like, Ma, that's what I thought. Like, that was it. That was like, God's gonna bless me. He gonna put me with the right people. And then, bro, I'm 52 years old, and I was just like, wow, God give everybody a blessing, but everybody don't know how to convert the blessing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, God give everybody a blessing.
Everybody
get a blessing, bro. Everybody get a blessing, bro.
I agree.
I don't care.
I just want them to hear it again, because some people out there listening.
No, I'm saying, watch this, Maul.
Like
watch this, Maul. Everybody get a blessing. Now, it's not the same. I sit here, I'm like, yo, bro, all three of these dudes was blessed to have a father, bro. I ain't know my father, period. All three of them, bro, that's a blessing, bro. Bro, that's a blessing. You got a father, and you don't do good in life, that's your problem. You got one of the greatest gifts that humans can get. You had your real father in your life, taking care of you, loving on you, whatever. All three of them had a father. I didn't have a father. They had a father, bro. That's a huge blessing. Now, whether you see it as one or not, that's your business. But they all know who their biological father is. They all know who their biological mother is. They all have the same mother and father. Bro, that's a blessing, bro. So if you got that, and you still ain't where you want to be, bro, that's your fault. And I realized, like, yo, God gives blessings, but God don't activate the blessing for you. He does not agitate the blessing for you.
I was just saying, that's a whole nother, wow.
He's gonna keep going.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so he give you the blessing. He don't activate it for you. He don't agitate it for you. He don't accelerate it for you.
So it's kind of like a credit card.
He don't activate it for you.
You get it.
You got a credit limit on it.
You know what I keep seeing? I keep seeing.
I'm saying you got to call the number
and do something. No, I keep seeing the escalator and the stairs.
Yeah.
So we think it's the escalator. You just get on, stand there, and you on the top level. Yep. Bruh, that's only in the airport it work like that.
That's it.
It ain't working like that nowhere else. You're going to have to lift your doggone feet up and get up them stairs. That's real. And I think the problem is, what you said, E, we don't have realistic expectations of what it is. Nobody's taught us the expectation of, no. It's like, what do you call it, hide and seek. When we were kids, our church was super active when we were kids, and they did this scavenger hunt thing, but it's Barbados. The island is small. So we literally, like, somebody would go plan this scavenger hunt around the island, like different clues. You got to go to this spot, read the sign there and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago, yeah.
Yeah, don't. That's why I have to put that in context. You can't do that everywhere. But so we literally, evenings, like we in different car groups and we driving around. Bro, people are getting clues and going the wrong way and coming back. But the experience, the experience, bro, we in the cars laughing. Oh, shit, we messed up. Yeah. Some of us ain't even figured out the clue we get back, but it was such a great time because we understood that, like, yo, you're going to make wrong turns. You're not just going to. How dumb would the scavenger hunt be if you go, hey, clue 1 is here, clue 2 is there. Clue 3 is there. Is that fun? You really want to spend your time doing that? No. The beauty of, and I use hide and seek, is seeking.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Don't miss that. The beauty is seeking. Like, you actually have the willpower to get up and get out there and look. And, oh, it's not there. Okay, let me look here. If I could simplify life for you, it's that. Let's do hide and seek. Life is hide and seek. Let's do that.
All right, y'all, don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. I know the episode is just getting good, man, but the guys went for like another hour after this, right? So we're going to break this up into a 2-part series, man. You can come back and get the conclusion next week. That's my word to you. We got the second part, and we're going to drop it next week, all right? So you're not going to miss out on anything, man. So let me just always take the opportunity. Just say thank you, right? You could be doing anything with your time right now. We just want to just let you know that each one of you that take the time to listen to this, we take it seriously. We don't take it lightly, man. So thank you, guys. Man, keep rocking with us, and we will see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your